Welcome to Taurus season, honey. It is happening. We are in the best season, okay? Shout out to the Tauruses, okay? Shout out to the Tauruses celebrating a birthday. Celebrate yourself. It's your girl Clementine, a Taurus sun herself, okay? And we are going to get into our week ahead horoscope, see what our spirit guides, angels, ancestors got to say, what the stars got to say. We're looking at the charts, okay? I hope everyone had a blessed weekend, a happy Easter, a happy start to Taurus season, which began on Saturday, April 19th. Did you feel the vibe switch? Did you guys feel the vibe switch from that sun into Taurus? Okay, because I definitely felt the vibe switch. Okay. Yo, 5'7" in the building. That's my birthday. Someone said 5'7". I'm a 5'7" Taurus. Okay. And someone else said that they don't know why they thought I was a Leo. I will take that as a compliment. Okay, it's still a fixed sign. And yes, you did. You felt the vibe. You felt the vibe switch, Natasha. I know that's right, honey, because it just was like, okay, now we're in Earth season. Okay, we're grounded. We're manifesting. We're hungry. We're eating. Okay, I've been eating so much all weekend. I tweeted that too. I was like, yo, my first meal of Taurus season was a whole lobster, okay, with French fries, butter. I had oysters. I actually had the biggest oyster I've ever had in my freaking life. I swear to you, okay. They handed me an oyster as big as my hand, and I slurped it down, okay. We definitely ate it, all right. But yeah, I just been enjoying the seasonal shift, you guys. Last week I was kind of MIA because my son was off from school for spring break, and guess what, he's still off. That's the thing about schools these days. The kids aren't going to school these days. I don't know what it is, but these schools is always closed. Okay, so he's home today, but I'm like, we got to show up, okay, because it's Taurus season, baby. All right, so yeah. And we have a new moon, you guys. We have a new moon, and it's going to be popping off this Sunday, April 27th. Okay. 4/27. It's a Sunday. We have the new moon in Taurus. So we're really going to be feeling like we're completely out of this kind of like retrograde fog. A lot of the retrograde shadow periods are going to end. And so it's going to be feeling a lot more forward motion, a lot more things like getting done, a lot of stuff happening. So we're going to break that down. But Taurus is a season of abundance. So we're going to be working our money miracles Reiki on Sunday. So if you've been looking for extra money, like for in terms of your finances with opportunities from work or other type of opportunity that can come to you, flow to you, tap in, okay? Our money miracles Reiki. Our intention is to open ourselves up for abundance. It's to open up the roads, clear out any blocks, any negativity, anything that has been draining our bank accounts as well. That's what we're going to be focusing on. Success, materializing things, manifesting, okay? Because Taurus is ruled by Venus, which represents our money, okay? Venus represents our money, our values, our beauty. So we're also digging into, our own vibration of attraction, okay? So if you're interested in that, I'll be going live on Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to be doing a sound bath, okay, to allow us to ground the energy, to relax and let go of anything. And then we're going to be doing our on-screen energy healing activation, Reiki activation. And then I'm going to finalize that live with a tarot reading, okay? Tarot Oracle channel guidance, okay? The next day I post a candle altar and I post a Reiki report. So it's kind of like a refresh for your spirit, for your aura, okay? And with this energy too, each Reiki is different and can be sent through time and space. So if you can't watch the live, you can always watch the replay, okay? So that's on my site, bigempressenergyllc.com. All right. I'm going to be putting up some new stuff, you guys, as well. So keep a lookout for that. But I am rebranding. So I'm waiting for a lot of the stuff to come in. And then we're going to be having different offerings. So I want you guys to know that too. We're going to have another Reiki school come up. And this is our last week of decoding astrology. Let me know if you guys want me to do something like that again, or something a little bit different, okay? Because I had so much fun. We've been meeting every Thursday for 2 hours. The time flies by, and we've been breaking down astrology, trying to read different types of charts together. So we're wrapping that up this week, okay? But I'm going to do Reiki school as well as a new Pilates. Okay, so that's what's coming up on the agenda, as well as new labels for my potions and everything. And then we're going to be getting back into the beloved botanica. Okay, because I've been getting requests for that poo fairy. Okay, that poo 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 poo, that punani fairy. Okay. I've been getting a lot of requests for that. Okay, our blessings potions, protection potions. So it's going to be a rebrand. We've been doing this now, I don't even know, 6 years. 6 years now, or 7. So we are switching things up. I think it's 6. I think it's year 6. Okay. Yes, Natasha, happy birthday. Natasha. Okay, I have to DM you. Okay, remind me. If I forget. But yes, happy birthday, Natasha. Happy birthday to all the Tauruses celebrating their season, their time. Now, this week, you guys, is really looking a little bit loco coco. All right. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it for you. Okay. The main energies that we're getting into this week, I think the positives about them are that we are going to be feeling the drive for success, the hunger for success and motivation like no other. But we're entering into astrology that is actually very similar to when Mars has stationed retrograde all back in those days, and the combination of influences that happened with the Luigi Mangione situation. Okay, so we're revisiting that energy this week, so we could be seeing themes like that again with, you know, anger, war, violence, people getting injured, people getting hurt, aggression, all right, especially, you know, men, or on the roads, or yeah, men, mostly like men as well, or the government. So it does seem like it's going to be getting a little bit heated because Mars is now in Leo. So it's not the Mars of the Cancer vibe that we have been in a more passive way. It feels very direct. It feels very intentional. It feels like if you don't want nothing, don't start nothing, because this is not the week to start something, because people are going to be feeling very activated, especially the fixed signs, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. Y'all are not, let's like, do not play with any of the fixed signs in this week. Okay. Yes. A lot of crazy stuff is happening, right? The Pope as well. So much, right? It's just, there's going to be more news like that, especially towards the end of the week. But we started off this week with the sun squaring to Mars. Now that could also feel very sexy, people feeling very passionate, people working their sex magic, their magnetism, okay, their passion, their drive. So I feel like people are waking up today feeling like, okay, I want to get these things done, I want to take action. But they could also be feeling like, okay, I have a lot of pent up it could be sexual energy, creative energy, and wanting to explore and express that. It's like waking up feeling like you just got to do something. You just got ants in your pants. You got a hole in your pocket. You want to go out. So we have to be mindful of being impulsive this week, which could be leading to injuries and accidents. And as well, this week, we're awakening our superhuman power. Okay. The Mars-Pluto energy is a superhuman power. So this is asking us to raise the bar on what we thought was possible. Maybe you wouldn't have shown up this way last week, but this week you're feeling more in alignment with your true power and your true force that you have. So it's like people are really waking up to their superpowers, which could be your intuition, right? Which could be your connections, your family, which could be your way that, you know, you're very logical, or you can plan. Like, what is your superpower? That's what this week is really wanting you to see. Also, this energy is going to be, people want to have excessive effort into putting the things, doing the things, checking off the to-do list. So that's a good thing about this week. The moon is in Aquarius right now. So people are also maybe wanting to help out others, spend time with friends, or they're intellectualizing things. Also, so it's not feeling super emotional, right? We're not feeling super emotional at the start of this week. But something else that's happening is that Venus and Saturn are coming together. And this was astrology that we had April 4th, okay? April 4th, 2025. So we're revisiting the Venus-Saturn combination here. And so with Venus and Saturn, coming together, this can put stress and tension upon relationships, okay, where people are feeling isolated, they're feeling separated, or maybe they're also wanting to put in effort together for a long-term goal, okay, or do something that's going to have a lot of stability, okay, and strength and stamina. But we could also be hearing about breakups or even DV sort of situations as well. I feel like with the Mars Pluto, people could be feeling extremely activated. And so this is a good week too to spend some time in isolation, okay? Spend some time by yourself, giving yourself that self-care, that self-love, okay? Because our energies might not be reciprocated in these relationships, okay? This is a great week to get serious about your money, your budgeting, okay? What you're investing in, you know, are you investing in your long-term health? Are you investing in your long-term goals, okay? Yeah, you want to stay inside since Taurus season started. That really does make sense if it's in your fourth house. Yes, exactly. The Mercury moves out of its shadow period on that new moon. So that's exciting. And then the week after that, Mars is going to move out of its shadow period. So we're still in this Mars shadow period vibration. Okay. Then what else we have going on here? Monday is when we have Saturn making a conjunction today. We have Saturn making a conjunction to the North Node. So with Saturn energy, we could be feeling there's a lot more burdens and responsibilities and things on your plate. But if your goal was to eat and you got a lot on your plate, then you got to get down. Okay. Saturn conjunct the North Node. We could also be speaking with our elders, our ancestors, or, you know, people who are very wise. On Tuesday is not a really great day for us to do too much at night. You're going to want to relax. You're going to feel more tired and lethargic as the moon is void at 5:55 p.m. until the next day, 1:06 a.m. When the moon is void, we are less productive and cannot get things as impactful as we would like them to be. Then on Wednesday, the moon moves into Pisces. So Wednesday is going to be looking very sleepy, okay? But we're also going to have the sun squaring to Pluto. So with this is giving us intense feelings, okay? So that's when the emotions are going to start to kick up. The moon is in Pisces, emotional. Sun is squaring to Pluto. We're feeling these emotions in a very intense way. And this could also be bringing up traumas to remind you of your power, right? And something that you might want to transmute in your life. Then I feel like the busiest day this week is going to be Thursday, 4/24. There's a lot going on with the moon. So we're going to be feeling like the day is changing a lot. There's a lot of stuff to do, a lot of multitasking. This is when Venus conjuncts the North Node and conjuncts Saturn. So it's that repeat of the April 7th energy. So it's a little bit harder for relationships, couples, money, and stuff like that. So don't get too down on yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself, okay? And then Friday, 4/25, we have the moon in Aries. When the moon is in Aries, we could also be feeling a little bit feisty or like we want to have fun. This kind of shows that the weekend should be exciting. The weekend should be filled with life and playfulness. And also on Saturday, Mercury exits the shadow period, and then it's void for most of the day Saturday. So Saturday is a good day to lay low, maybe make no plans. The plans that you have may fall through. Okay. To be quite honest with you, I'm going to be getting into our all signs horoscope this Wednesday, 4/23 at 12 p.m. Okay, 12 p.m. on this channel. You already know. So if you want to watch that, set your alarms, okay? Turn on your notifications so you're actually notified when we go live. But now let's pull some chords. Okay, let's pull some chords. See what we need to know for the week ahead. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. What is really good? What is really good in this hood spirit? What do we need to know right now for our highest and best good? For our highest and best good, spirit, for this week, confirmation, clarity, guidance, please. And thank you. Ashe. Ooh. Okay. So it feels like this week we're really trying to weigh out our options. We could be feeling like we're at a crossroads. We need to make a decision. We're going back and forth and we're weighing the pros and the cons of a situation. Could also be feeling like you're being pulled in different directions. Okay. Like there's so much going on that when you're feeling pulled, you're like not really sure what to give your attention to. So there's a lot of multitasking. Okay. It just seems very active, very busy. We have the Two of Pentacles. And so we are also trying to make a decision and see what's really good for us, but we might be feeling emotionally like our needs are not our needs are not being met, okay, in some way. And then we have the Ace of Wands and the Temperance card. So this week is about recalibrating and resetting. When we have the Temperance card as something that we're moving into, it's like pacing yourself, not trying to rush situations. You could be feeling like you're getting these bursts of energies and then these really like low lows where you're like, I'm actually super tired. So you want to pace yourself. And this is also about patience and moderation. So we may be getting a lot of different cravings, maybe for sweets, okay, or cravings for things that are maybe not the best for your health, mentally, spiritually, physically. This could even be a person in your life too, because I do feel like this reading is kind of geared towards relationships or our connections, our dynamics in that way, because we have the Two, which represents partnerships, Two of Pentacles, Two of Cups, reverse. We have the Chariot card. So we have 2, and then we have 9, which is actually crazy. We have the Nine of Swords. We have the Hermit, which is a 9 card. And then we have the 9 of Cups. So I love that we have the 9 of Cups, but I don't love that we have the 9 of Swords, right? We also have the 6 of Wands and the Chariot card reverse and the 10 of Cups. Okay. So with this energy, it's definitely giving like someone maybe feeling like they're giving more in a relationship or they're not getting as much as what they're giving. The energy exchange could be off, or there's some need of reconciliation. You may be needing to have a patience when you're dealing with other people. People aren't changing overnight. We can't control others. We can only control ourselves. Someone could be testing your patience too with the Temperance card, or they're dealing with battles that maybe you don't even know. So you're also having to give them grace. You're needing the grace as well. We have the 6 of Wands though, which is one of my favorites. I love that we have the 6 of Wands and the 9 of Cups. So it's like, even though there's these challenges, it's still going to be working out for you in the way that you may feel like it's working out, because the way you handled emotional overwhelm, or the way that you handled communication, the way you handle the relationship, it might not be perfect, but it's better than how you were a week ago. It's better than how you were a month ago. And in that way, you're feeling, the strength, you're feeling the connection, you're feeling the power that you have within yourself. You're feeling into the little victories and the little things that give you the green light, that show that you are showing up for yourself. You are doing the work that has to be done for yourself to provide yourself with a better experience, a better life, more peace, more calm, more blessings, right? We have the Chariot card in the reverse. It feels like there's going to be a lot of divine detours or divine intervention happening, where it's like we think something's going one way, and then there's like this last minute like wrench or something, kind of like a wrench thrown in your plans, something unforeseen, something that you just was like, oh, and it's going to be the feeling like, damn, okay, I should have done this back then. But it's really the universe preparing you for something better, okay, than you could have ever imagined, because we do have the 9 of Cups, okay, which is a wish fulfillment card. But the wish, the desire, the dream, it's taking a little bit of time, okay? I think it's quite significant that we have 999 in this reading, which is also representing not only our ancestors, but that a cycle is coming to an end and we're reflecting. And 9 is also about isolating yourself. So this is a great time, a great week for some self-care, reading a book by yourself, going on a walk by yourself, anything like that you could kind of tune out the rest of the world. You could tune out the relationships, you could tune out the connections, you could just reconnect with your spirit, reconnect with source in that way. Because with the 9 energy, you may be feeling like you want to give something up, or you want to step away from a pattern, or you want to step away from a lifestyle choice, or you want to step away from maybe some people, this is a relationship. And so we're moving forward and we're knowing that wherever we land, there we are. And so what that means is that we can't run away from our problems. We have to deal with them as we are, because we can't run away from ourselves. So what that shows is like, yeah, you may be able to break up with someone, but that doesn't mean you're not going to meet them in another person. Yeah, you may attract the same relationship back. You may attract the same friendship back. You may attract the same problem in a different way. Okay. So with that, this is about also facing your shadow in the way of acceptance. But that doesn't mean I have to acceptance and grace, but as well challenging yourself to show up in a better way, to show up with growth, to show up with gratitude, to show up with like in the day that you have another day, you have another hour, you have another chance to make a different choice. Okay. And so in this way, I feel like this week is going to be extremely inspiring to your true potential, to your true superhero strength. And so we are doing things, the hard things that we thought we couldn't do, we're doing them. We're not backing down. We're doing them. Even if there's detours, even if there's delays, even if it's going to test our patience, we're still going to do it. And in that way, you're still going to be receiving the blessings. It might just be taking a longer time. Okay. You might be receiving that relationship breakthrough. The Hermit card in the reverse. Okay. The Hermit in the reverse is saying that maybe, you feel uncomfortable in these spaces. You feel uncomfortable taking that time for yourself, but it is giving, we need to, okay? But in that way, people don't want to do that because they don't want to be stuck with the thoughts that are going on in their head, okay? People will do anything to not hear the thoughts that are going on in their head. And so with this 9 of Swords, this could be showing that we are experiencing certain regrets, certain fears, and we are being awakened this week to face your fears, okay? To do it and show up, even if you're scared, even if you are filled with tension or nervousness or anxiety. It's like you owe it to yourself. Okay. Thank you for the badge, my love. Speaking blessings over your new moon week. Okay. This is all signs collective. Okay. I'm going to do our horoscopes on Wednesday. But yes, so this is showing too, we have the Ace of Wands coming in as a challenge. Some people are sexually frustrated, or you feel like you've been in a creative block or a spiritual block. And so this week is about also with the Temperance card, like reigniting that spark within yourself. Okay. Yes. Yes, yes. And it is the year of the 9 as well. It's the Oya year. It's a year of the winds of change. Basically 2025 is the winds of change. It's the winds of things will never be the same. It's like this is a time capsule and we are locking a portal in this year, guys. It's not even a joke. It's not even a joke. It is so serious with the numerology. It corresponds with the astrology, corresponds with how we're feeling inside. And I actually love this because when I was getting my cards together, this card that just came up, the first card that just came up, you guys, was on the desk. Like I picked up the deck, right? And then this card was still on my desk. So I put it back in the deck. And so, yeah, and then it was the first one that came out in the shuffle, and the card is Eagle. So we're rising above the challenges. We're finding the strength, right? The success, the superhero power. This is about being proud, opportunities, and new hope. This is about doing the hard things. Some of you guys here too, again, this sexual energy is coming in. The Lily card is about sexual energy, sexual healing. People are making the booty calls. This is also about ambition, achievement, and maturity, career, and virtue. Someone could be retiring, going to a retirement party, hanging out with, again, older people or an older woman, and also focusing on experiencing achievement, experiencing a feeling of establishment, things that you've worked hard for, or you're keeping that vision for yourself for your metamorphosis. We have Butterfly. This is about evolution of the soul and rising up. So we have to rise up and challenge ourselves. We have to rise up and reinvent ourselves, reinventing maybe your habits, reinventing the way that you are looking at these relationships. Oh God. Hold on, guys. Hello, can you hear me now? Hear me? Okay, you can hear me now. Sorry about that. I know you guys can hear me, but they couldn't hear me on YouTube and Twitter, but I'm pretty sure we're back. Okay. Thank you. All right. So we're going through the metamorphosis. We're going through the changes, reinventing ourselves. Okay. Maybe our glam, the way that we do our hair. I'm changing my hair, you guys. So I'm letting you know already right now that it's changing. So don't get too used to it. Don't get too comfortable. Okay. But yeah, metamorphosize, changing something about yourself. Maybe your glasses, your jewelry, your day-to-day jewelry. And then we have third person. Okay. So there's a couple messages with this. Okay. Because we were talking about relationships earlier. Some people, you have communicated too much of your business to a third person. They have too many opinions on your own relationship dynamics, friendship dynamics. Some people are going to be hearing from the other person, the other woman, the other man that the person is messing around with. Okay, because we have third person and bridge. Okay. Also, this could be showing that you're going to be hearing about someone who could be feeling jealous of you, or there's gossip around this situation. Another person is involved, a love triangle, a third wheel, or just telling your business to too many people. Okay. I know. Okay. But yes, and then we have the lighthouse, the tree, summer, and Mercury, messenger of the god. So a lot about communication is going to be a big yap week, especially right now when the moon is in Aquarius. All right. So that's going on. We have the first quarter moon. No, we have the last quarter moon. Then with the lighthouse energy, people are leaning into their guidance, plotting a course of action, and navigating obstacles. So there's obstacles coming this week, you guys. Surprise, surprise. We talked about that challenges. We're rising above. We're listening to our guidance system, and they are going to be detours. Okay. So we already know that we can stay grounded throughout these shifts. We have the tree card, which has to do with our health and our vitality, taking care of our health, and past lives is on this card. And with the reading, all that 999, I was also going to say we could be getting downloads or remembering gifts from our past lives or things that energies that we have already kind of embodied and reawakening to that. Going back to your roots, maybe also with this energy of the tree card, connecting deeper with your ancestors, your lineage, health recipes that are being passed down from your culture. We also have the summer energy, which is about waiting and things unfolding. All right. So that's why we need to have patience, major opportunities coming in. This is about expansion and building strength. And this could be about the way that we think about things or the way that we communicate. Okay, with the Mercury energy, but Mercury is also the planet that keeps us busy. All right, so people could be feeling extremely busy. It's your birthday week. Hey, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Okay. Okay. That's insane. Okay, so we have the apocalypse, apocalypsis, and the pilgrim. Okay, so I feel like we're going on a journey. Okay, and it's going to be feeling like a destruction for co-creation. Okay, it's like what would you do if you burnt it all down to the ground and did it all over again? That is apocalypse, right? And this is crazy because I opened up the book and the first page I opened up to was the apocalypse. Okay, so. And also it's apocalypsis, guys. Just want you to know that too. This is about removing the veil of deception. So clarity coming through. And this can be feeling like a painful time. So you could be feeling into feelings of anxiety or unhappiness in some way, feeling disconnected. And this is about also lifting the veil. That means seeing things that are beneath the shadows, right? Things that are kept in the dark. So this is a major week of things being revealed, things being seen, things being unearthed, and feeling some despair, feeling some grief, mourning that. And then part of that destruction brings in co-creation with regeneration that comes from the wreckage of the revealed truth. Okay, so some serious, like kind of like, I feels like a bomb about to be dropped. Okay, it feels like these could be a verbal one, like something that's kind of like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I didn't see that one coming. And so this says the old narrative breaks and a new story forms. Apocalypse energy is similar to a forest fire. Devastation for the sake of regeneration. The veil lifts, and we see who and what has been hiding. From the nakedness of the truth, a child is born. Have faith in the process. Hold on to your center. This is the only way. The unknown becomes known and guides the way. There's that guidance energy again. So kind of like here is like letting the truth guide you. Yeah. It sounds pretty intense, okay? It sounds like things can get pretty intense. Okay, and with that, we're going to be having to face maybe some uncomfortable truths about ourselves, about others, about someone talking, you know, behind your back in some way, something being revealed, that third party, that third person situation. I don't know, child, okay? Then the pilgrim is about traveling, okay? Traveling, going on a journey, seeking wisdom, experience, and meaning. And so the pilgrim is about being in motion and freedom. So leaning into growth, okay? Leaning into growth, leaning into what are these lessons showing me? What is this truth showing me? Okay. And the pilgrim energy is also about getting courageous with doing those hard things, never wanting to stay stuck in a rut or routine in the day-to-day cycle of blah, blah, blah. You living with your eyes closed, you know, you can do it with your eyes closed. It's like keeping that spice, keeping that curiosity with the pilgrim energy, keeping the wanderlust. Okay. This is about learning, growing. And also some people could be wanting to actually take a trip. You know, this could be to another country or a weekend trip or something like that. You need to change the scenery. So yeah, that's what that's about, you guys. Oh, yes. I'm sorry about the sound, you guys, on YouTube and Twitter, but I appreciate you guys for sticking with me through it all. Okay, tapping in with the week ahead horoscope. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment. All right, comment a butterfly emoji for that metamorphosis. Tap in with our Money Miracles Reiki. This is a magical Reiki, distance Reiki experience. I go live on Sunday, April 27th. You can secure a spot on my website, BigEmpressEnergyLLC.com. Okay, now, like I told you, Mars is off from school, so I'm going to go. I actually have to do a reading, and then I'm going to go. I have to do a reading, and then I'm going to go do something with him. Okay, you guys, I need to. Okay, these kids, they don't go to school anymore. I don't know what it is. It's really crazy. But if your kid is still in school, thank a teacher. Sending you guys so much love and blessings, and I will talk to you later. Boy. And you know what, you guys? I'm trying, hold on. I tried this thing. What is called, I'll put it on my Instagram stories, you guys. For my skin, it's like a tinted moisturizer. I think it's like Wet and Wild. That's what I put on today. Okay. I feel like it looks so good on the screen. You know what I'm saying? Takes away like the redness, because I do have redness sometimes, eczema sometimes, issues sometimes with my skin. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. Okay. But I will talk to you later. Boy.